Okay guys, so you guys can see the water is fairly clear, and other than the some particles laying in the bottom, not too shabby. You guys can see that these water filters, see the water line there? That's where the water has been sitting for quite a bit, and the filters are sucking that water right up and getting it where it should be going into my storage tank. Now, without a first flush system, guys, this area, if I didn't have it, would be just completely plugged with scum and nasty. That's why the water comes in from outside into the first flush system. It gets rid of all the nasties off the roof, the crap, and then when that ball fills up, it allows the rest of the water to go into my tank. And so I got like a double filtration system, one being the first flush setup, and then the other, these gravity filters, which I'm going to be adding on to. And as you can see, a little bit of dripping action from this gasket that needed tidying up. I had to tighten it up. It kind of slowed everything down, so thank God for that. And but these filters are pumping the water through as fast as they can because they are saturated. You can actually see it. Oh, zoom out a little bit. There we go, focus camera. Pretty substantially quick. Because remember guys, there's no water coming in, but why I'm here is if it starts raining crazy again, and it looks like it, like all day, then we're gonna have an overflow again, and I don't like that. Tiny house floor is supposed to be not wet like this. Look at this. We got driplets all over the place. Drips all over. And actually the top of the composting toilet was wet. So when this tank was leaning out further and was pouring out that tiny little hole where that wire is now, it was dripping onto here. Water bounces when it hits a hard surface, and look guys, water on my off-grid wiring and battery. Not good. Water on the wind turbine. Electricity and water are not friendly. And you guys can probably see some water down there. Bubbles from the fan. You can see that flashing down there. So I got this one blasting back at the back of the IBC tote, and this one as well. So we're hitting at double angles. I just got that little microfiber towel there from the dollar store to handle the dripping that's subsided now that I cranked that filter, that wing nut filter, or the wing nut fitting, tight to the washer. So we're gonna get a ton of water today, guys. As you can see, the levels are currently rising, which only makes sense because it has to take this much water and put it into that tank via the filters, and it seems to be doing that at quite the steady pace here. Let me zoom out. There we go. It's pretty steady pace with these filters, guys, and I hope to increase that pace. If we get a nice set of dry days again, I'm gonna pull this down. We're gonna be adding those 3 monster filters in and more tubing to the funnel, and that will speed up the process that this thing drains down. Because quite frankly, I cannot put a valve on this. I can, but I don't want to because that's wide open to fresh air through the gutter system. I can't have that. because the reason is the wood stove needs oxygen. It's got its little oxygen here, but you know, the tiny house is so tightly insulated that I overdid it. And now that we have the fireplace, which I'm going to show you something about that in a minute, the fireplace is now taking oxygen from inside the tiny house. So I gotta have breathable fresh air coming in on the constant. Now, why is the fireplace wet here, guys? Oh boy. I already wiped up this spot, and here's the paper towel. Take a look at this. Soaked. Water has come in, the bottom of my fireplace tube has soaked up into the Roxol insulation and is not good. So, yeah, that's not what we're really looking forward to. I think what I have to do is, I'm not quite sure actually. I'm gonna have to push Roxol all the way out to the outside, or I don't know how exactly to seal around a super hot pipe yet. Not use this stuff, because this stuff's fireproof, but waterproof and mold, I don't know, I doubt it. So I'm gonna have to do some type of heavy duty sealing around here to figure out what the hell is happening, type of thing. So we'll see. So I'm dealing with that. I just stuck a paper towel in there for now, and obviously got this fan going and the rest. I shut my LED lights off because I can do without those. That way we stay at a reasonable level, and it's slowly going up. We're getting a little more daylight, or sunlight I should say, so hopefully the storm is going to subside here. Oh yeah, well, it's hard to say. It looks like it's going to be like a spotty thing, like a row of showers type of deal. But I'll probably whip the radio on, get the news, and go from there. But today, what's going on? Okay, I have no work today, so I'm obviously here at the tiny house, and good thing, because let's say I was really busy again and I wasn't here to deal with the floodwaters. Oh my, not good. But I knew enough to come and check, because I tilted up the tiny house at the front, and now we're getting full maximum water, and you really can't beat it. Look at that. Free water from the skies coming in, guys. Free, no water bill. A little bit of work, a little bit of a mess to get the kinks out, but I'm sure it'll be worth it, especially now the speed I'll be able to recover water at, because basically what I want to do is, once this bottom tote is pretty much full, I'm going to turn my pump on, which is there, 12 volts off-grid solar pump. It's going to pump the water up via this hose to this tank, and this tank will gravity feed all my sinks, and then I can actually shower with it. And if I take a nice comfortable shower, I'll be able to tell how much water I actually go through, and kind of get a good idea of rationing, and, well, you know, how much water I actually go through. So I think it's a really good experiment to see. So yeah, so I'll be back in a bit. We'll talk to you guys later.